episode of the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. It is Saturday. You know what that means. We're trying to work out when this is going to go live.
I'm going to try and get this out on Friday. How dare you?
I have every confidence in you, Jay. As you can hear, it's me, AEW Big Tasty, joined by Jay, also joined by Faye, and I don't know why I'm pointing. No one can see. Oh, there's might be video, mightn't there? And Aaran, who's over there. Actually.
Also, the layout's the layout's completely different to what you're doing.
I don't care. Look, it's fine for me, and that's what matters. Yeah, it's me, it's Jay, it's Faye, it's Aaran, and we are gonna bring you some Double or Nothing predictions. But first, as Jay erroneously told us last week, it's 5 years of Double or Nothing, even though AEW is only 4 years old.
It's the fifth Double or Nothing.
Is this like the 25th anniversary joke all over again?
It's just like when WWE say it's the 5th anniversary of Double or Nothing, even though it's not.
Listen, mate, it was wrestling fans on Twitter, so they've been wrongly told our anniversaries. Where I just saw 5th and went, oh, maybe it's the 5th anniversary. It turns out this is Double or Nothing's 5th show.
Yeah, it is. I was working out my hands. So yeah, this is so professional. Yeah, so this is because this was the first proper AEW pay-per-view, wasn't it? It was Double or Nothing 2019.
Yeah, this was the original. Yes.
So we're going into year 5 of AEW effectively, because this is like the start of the calendar year of the AEW calendar. We've got the Roman calendar, we've got the Latin calendar, the Chinese calendar. This is the AEW calendar, which starts sometime at the end of May, apparently.
And also, it's 2 years since I started watching AEW, because I started watching AEW.
Oh, late bloomer. Ooh.
Yeah, and it's.
I wonder which pay-per-view Faye's going to be picking up.
So what we're going to do is very special. We're going to pick, each of us are going to pick our favorite match from any Double or Nothing card, and we're going to talk about it very briefly, just to sort of throw you back down memory lane. Because I went through all of them today, and fuck me, there's been some changes over the years.
Yeah.
Even in this short time frame that AEW has been a company, like the first Double or Nothing, I said to you guys before, it feels like a different company. Remember Strong Hearts? They were a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Nightmare Collective? They were a thing.
No,
I don't want to remember them.
So fun Strong Hearts story. So about a couple of months ago, Sarah was watching an episode of Dark or Elevation or something on YouTube, and she just put it on, and I was like doing something around the house, and I was just sort of half paying attention, and it must have finished, and then just loaded up a random episode, because like a match finished, and then like I must have missed the intro, and then Strong Hearts came out, and I was like, whoa, were they back? What's going on?
Strong Hearts were great, to be fair. Lindemann was in Best of Super Juniors last year. He had a banger with Yuta. Shima's match with Kenny at Fighter Fest as well.
Yeah, that was great.
That was an absolute fucking banger.
Remember Fighter Fest, the one-off pay-per-view that they basically named after Fyre Fest, and they still do to this day.
I was going to say
Nakazawa match.
No, thank you.
Is that when Bailey hit him with a load of fighting sticks? Yeah, that was fun. And then that was like actually attached to like a Street Fighter tournament or something, wasn't it?
That's why Kenny isn't allowed to hire him, and he was fucking mates for a while.
Is that why Andy from Pubs likes AEW?
Probably.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, should we jump in? I'll go last, because I've got like 4 that I can pick from here, and I don't want to take anyone else's choice if if it means. Faye, do you want to start with you, because you've probably got the smallest pool to pick from if you want to pick a match you want to talk about.
Okay, so I am going to pick. Are we doing more than one, or are we just doing one each?
Just one each.
Right.
One.
So off my list, I've got the Young Bucks versus Eddie Kingston and John Moxley.
Oh, that was on my short list. This is I fucking love
that was
this
a fun match.
This was the first pay-per-view that they had crowds back in lockdown as well, after lockdown, and the crowd were red hot.
Fun fact about that was the first time we were all in a room together, wasn't it? As like a podcast.
Yeah.
I was in Nats that night. That's so wild.
Yeah,
so,
we were all together.
Yeah, Aaron, Courtney, Troy, not Ryan, it doesn't matter. All came to
Irrelevant.
All came to Liverpool for the first time we met in person, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stayed the weekend, and we watched Double or Nothing in my house.
Oh my God, so we were all basically on the same street.
Yeah.
I was in Nats.
No, because Nat lives like 3 rows. Well, She lives about
Okay,
5
we
minutes.
were all like within a walk of each other.
Yeah, we were in walking distance of one another.
I ain't walking.
I'll
I think
remember that
Aaran,
next time.
I don't think Aaron left the house like one day, did you? He just-
The only time I saw Aaron walking was going from the couch to the fridge that weekend.
No, this match was incredible. I would have loved Moxie and Kingston to win, and they came so close,
Yeah.
like so many times. It was mad though, wasn't it? Because this was after Moxley had like his entire title reign with like no fans, and then like he came
Yeah.
out and the fans were just baying for him. They were just like feral.
And
Yeah.
he got wild thing as well, and it didn't
Mm.
hit as well, like for like while he had it, and there was no crowd. But then when he
Yeah.
came out to it, it was like, yeah, I see the appeal of this now.
This was that beautiful time as well, where like they'd cut to like Moxley and Eddie backstage, and like Moxley be getting like fucking furious, and Eddie just be there like chilling, and then Moxley
Yeah.
like fucking hoof the door open, and Eddie just like shrug at the camera and be like, "Here we go."
He looked so happy to be there, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think that was the match as well when AEW kind of realised that Eddie Kingston's a star, because as soon as he come out, the pop that Eddie got coming out before Moxley was
Yeah.
huge.
And as well, in Mox's book, he was like, he said to Eddie before they went out, he was like, "Get ready to be over." And he was like, "What?" And then they came out to that entrance. But this match was silly good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I don't remember all the details. I remember like top shit houser from the books though, like really good
Yeah.
heel work.
Yeah.
Didn't
This
he
was
like?
this was
I was gonna say,
was
didn't
this
he like
when
PT trigger Mox about like 15 times for the finish or something stupid like
didn't
that?
yeah,
they
and
put,
Mox
like-
took the pin. They
Did
put
they put
Yeah.
thumbtacks? They put
in
thumbtacks in
Eddie's
someone's
mouth,
mouth.
wasn't
Yeah, in
it?
Eddie's mouth, and then they beat and then
Super
super kicked him,
kicked
didn't
him.
they? Yeah.
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 Yeah,
I
so-
really wish at some point of this, Eddie would have, at some point during this feud, Eddie would have took the expensive trains off and threw them over a telephone wire.
Well, they
Yeah.
did steal the Dior's, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like before this.
And
This
then
was
someone,
one of the
and then
best
someone legitimately
bits.
did steal them from the airport.
Yeah, yeah.
I
This
wonder
was-
how many more pairs Matt Jackson's had stole. I'll tell you how many. None, because he would have put it on BTE and moaned about it there again.
Like 6 weeks. This entire thing though, like, is like peak books and like BTE, like everything sort of added all these layers to it going up to this pay-per-view, I think, as well.
And it's quite apt, isn't it? Because here we are 2 years down the line, and we've got the same Eddie. Right, Eddie's not there, but we've got the same feud, Mox in the books, but on different sides.
And Hangman doesn't open the show this time.
You never know. They
With
might
Brian
start with that.
Cage.
They might start with that in the arena. You never know.
Nah,
Wow.
Hangman's got to just open up Kenny Omega with a screwdriver.
I said this, so I can't even be mad if it happens.
Exactly.
Right, Aaron, do you want to give it yours then?
Yeah, I'm on the same show as Faye actually. So
Oh, hi,
hi. Main event. No, it wasn't even main event. Kenny Omega, Orange Cassidy, and Pac in a triple threat for the.
I'd argue this should have been the main event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should have. Well, the thing is, it was the whole: is Orange actually a good wrestler? Is Orange and Pac worthy of being a world champion? This match didn't really stop at any point. It was fast.
No,
as fuck.
if you
Massive,
to
wasn't it?
answer your question, the answer to that was yes. They are all very
Yes,
good.
we gathered that.
As this match proved, they were all fucking excellent. It turns
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I remember this match just being like so breathlessly like frantic. It was just like it was because there's always bits in triple threat matches where it's like two guys fight or one guy just sort of has a breather on the outside. There was none of that here. It was just all three guys all go all the time.
That's the
Yeah.
sort of shit you want to see. Love that.
Didn't Kenny cut his hand open, hitting Pac with the belt as well?
Probably.
So there was that bit, wasn't there that bit where Pac had Orange in the brutalizer and Kenny just kept hitting him with the belt and Pac was just no selling it? Just like
Yeah.
screaming angry Geordie noises at him. Yeah, I love that match.
That's all I need to say. Go watch it. It's fun. Oh, I'm yawning. Oh gosh. Oh.
I'd
That's
go
how
as
excited
far-
I am for that match.
And this
I'd
match match just kind of got built. It got built out of nowhere as well. They just sort of announced it. It's like, oh yeah, we'll do a triple threat. Boom, there you go.
I was going to say,
it
I'd
was like
go as
one
far
of
as
those
saying it was,
crossovers, wasn't it? That AEW really well, where they set seeds for storylines like beforehand, and then you go back around to them, and then it's like, oh shit, look at this.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd go as far as saying this is probably the best triple threat they've ever done in the company.
Yeah.
So far.
Easily, yeah.
So far.
I couldn't even really name you another one, to be honest. Can I
Um,
stop yawning, please?
Yeah, come on, Aaron. Act like you want to be here, mate.
Right, Jay,
Yeah, like they've mainly done tag team ones, haven't they? But
yeah.
So-
Jay, what have you got, man?
I have got another AEW World Title match from Double or Nothing 2020, and that is John Moxley versus Mr. Brody Lee.
Yes.
There was only one at 2020, pal. Have you got another one?
No, I mean another AEW World Title. Come on, people. I know you're tired, people. Yeah,
I've got to get my shit jokes in somewhere, Jay. Come
got
on.
it somewhere. I believe this was Mox's first defense, was it not?
I think it might have been.
Um,
Because this was when Brody Lee stole the belt, wasn't it?
yeah. And it was the first pay-per-view they did without like a crowd. After like lockdown came in.
Was this also when Mox first started really using the Bulldog choke as well?
Yes, yeah, he won it with this match. He won this match with that.
He gives him like 3 paradigm shifts, doesn't he? He just keeps kicking out. So he's like, right, just choke
Yeah.
to death instead.
So this match was just 15 minutes of chaos. It was just a brawl all over like ringside area.
At one point, Mox DDTs Brody through the ramp.
Yeah, and the shot of that of Brody rising up like the fucking creature from the Black Lagoon with blood like pouring down his face, and Mox just like looking at him like, how the fuck am I gonna put this guy away?
Yeah.
It was so good.
Made
probably
Brody seem like a massive deal as well.
Yeah, I'd probably say it was one of Brody's top 3 matches in AEW. The only other 2 being obviously the dog collar match with Cody, and he had that match. He defended the TNT title against Orange Cassidy, which was amazing.
That was good. I was also the one where he just whipped Cody from pillar to post as well. I enjoyed
that. That was fun, but it was more of an angle than a match, I thought.
Yeah.
But
like seeing Cody get ahead. That's what it is.
Well, yeah, that was fun. Just Brody murdering Cody and then dragging out like all his fucking friends, and then Brandy coming out and getting murdered. That was nice.
Love that.
But yeah, it was just a really cool match, and I felt really hard done by for them because obviously it was followed by Stadium Stampede, and that's what gets talked about more. But this match was just so fucking good.
Well, funny you should mention that, Jay.
Sorry, mate.
Because I mean, although it pained me to skip over MJF and Jungle Boy because that was they're going to be talking about that for a long time to come. Stadium Stampede from 2020, the first Stadium Stampede, Inner Circle versus the Elite. I think we talked about this a lot on the podcast. This felt you got to go back, haven't you, to a time when this show took place. It was the middle of lockdown. There were no crowds. Everything was socially distant. The world was shut.
It wasn't even the middle. It was like the beginning. Like it was only like 2 months in.
Yeah, May 2020. So we were like 2 months into lockdown, like deep lockdown, proper lockdown, not like Boris Johnson's dodgy passes lockdown. There was no
help out.
And this was like when you had to go to the shop by yourself and walk around, like not like looking at anyone. It was fucking weird. It already feels alien. Anyway, but this match, like out of all of the negativity and like the chaos of lockdown, the Stadium Stampede felt like not only like it wasn't just a match they could do, it was a match they could only really do because of lockdown. And it felt like the first thing that had really happened during the pandemic, where they'd taken advantage of the situation and turned it into something positive.
Yeah.
And the match itself was just fucking fire. I mean, you had Matt Hardy getting drowned in like a little hot tub and coming up as a different character every time with Matt Facts, which was fucking incredible. You had Hangman on a horse chasing Sammy Guevara across a football field.
That's burned into my memory. That
you had Hanger and Hager having a bar fight, and then Kenny and Hangman having a beer and a glass of milk together.
Whiskey milk.
Yeah, you had there was so many spots. You had
Matt Jackson doing all the fucking suplexes.
Yeah, and then scoring a touchdown and doing a touchdown dance, spiking Sammy like a football.
Jericho, Judas Effect, and the mascot.
Jericho, Jackson DeVille. You had Jericho scoring a near fall and then taking it to a coach's challenge and going to the video ref. for a replay, and then kicking off when he didn't get it, but he didn't get what he wanted.
Sammy getting chased by a golf cart as well.
Sammy getting chased by everything. Yeah, because Hanger comes up on a horse, which is everything you need to know, isn't it? Like about this match.
Yeah, that finish as well, where Kenny hit the Woman Angel off like the bleachers.
Yeah, I really hope Sammy got paid for this match because he got fucking abused.
Yes, Sammy took all
like a
the
staple,
bumps.
didn't it, as well? Like Sammy, every Double or Nothing, you're just not gonna have a good time, okay?
Yeah,
that's just gonna
and
stick.
even like stuff like at the start when they all came out with like football shirts on, with like and they got introduced like from their hometowns and everything. Like they did it like a football, like a start of an American football match. It was so well done. The theming was exquisite. Like the performance, it was a work of art. It was actual performance art.
And the bit where like at the beginning, where it even announces them and you see them running together across the field as well.
There's a ring there, but no one gives a fuck. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just like
so pointless.
Also a ring.
Oh, and did Sammy get like a white line drawn over him as well at some point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was great. Yeah, it was just. I mean, if you haven't seen this, I mean, I won't go watch all of these matches because they're all incredible. Like this show's got some. I mean, we'll talk about it now, but this show's got some balls to fill because there hasn't been a bad one so far, has there?
No, I was about to say I'm genuinely shocked. None of us had Cody versus Dustin.
It's there, but it's
that largely for a long time though it was considered like the best match AEW ever put on.
I think
it still is.
But I think I think AEW has moved so far away from that sort of match that it doesn't feel like it's again like I was talking like looking at especially 2019.
You mean you didn't enjoy Cody crying for that he needed his older brother?
I mean, it was great and it was emotional, but then Cody ran that whole shtick into the ground for like 2 years, didn't he? So it was like kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, why have that? I mean, none of us have talked about.
Are you saying he's a one-trick Cody?
Oh. None of us have talked about the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks off the first one.
Yeah, that was a banger.
We've seen enough of Lucha Bros and Young Bucks. They all mirage into one, don't they? Let's be honest.
Don't worry about it.
Shida and Britt Baker as well from that.
Yeah, Britt winning the title. I mean, that 2021 show hit different, didn't it? Because like you said, it was the first one with crowds back.
Yeah. To be honest, Serena D versus Rio from the pre-show, that was banging as well.
Shida beating Nyla Rose for the belt as well the year before. Was excellent.
Oh god, this is giving me the fear for Jamie Hayter now.
Yeah, don't worry. So we also had Cody beating Lance Archer to win the Cody title.
The Cody title.
Well, Mike Tyson had a nap at ringside.
Yeah.
Should we get into the predictions for this year's show then?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll hand over to you, Jamie. Take us through some, and don't forget also the main event. One match we have to talk about from 2019 is the debut of Jon Moxley.
Oh yeah, that to be fair, that Jericho Kenny match was banging as well.
Yeah, I mean, you can imagine Jericho going 27 minutes.
And also the Casino Battle Royal from that was boss because it was meant to be Hangman versus Pac, wasn't it? And Pac pulled out because he loves kayfabe, brother.
So you had people in there. You had Ace Romero, you had Sunny Days, Brandon Cutler, Michael Nakazawa, Jimmy Havoc. Remember him? Glacier was in there.
That was Cody getting one of his dad's mates a fucking payday, wasn't it?
So yeah, fun times. So yeah, should we move on? Should we go back to the future and we'll talk all about Double or Nothing 2023?
Let's talk about Double or Nothing 2023. Let's talk about two matches that I haven't got graphics for because they technically haven't been announced yet. But because of spoilers, we're going to go into it. So. Yes.
You would have the graphics by the time this comes out, though, AJ. Yeah, so
I'm going to try and get it out.
Stop being a menace, Aaron.
So what you're saying is I should wait till tomorrow to release this?
That's probably a bit easier for you, yeah.
Okay, maybe I will. That is. Then I can have some tea. So this match was announced on Rampage. The House of Black they're defending the trios titles against the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. Aaron, let's start with you. Who have you got and why?
House of Black. I feel like they're going to go on a run for a while with these House of Black rules because it's delightful to watch every week, and I don't want it to stop. So
Yeah, that's fair. I too have.
Fuck daddy ass.
Whoa.
That's a bit harsh.
Fuck the ass, boys.
Let's not say things we're going to regret here, mate. I too have the House of Black, because the house always wins. Faye?
Same, House of Black. I adore this. What they're doing at the minute, I don't want it to stop.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Tasty, are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll complete the quadrangle, the Tetris. House of Black. One thing I'm really excited about is if this could spin up into a feud. I'd love a sort of Julia getting revenge on Max for being a prick to her when he was rapping about it.
I want I want them to do a black sick on Billy Gunn and turn him into Rockabilly.
There's a really interesting dynamic between the Acclaimed and the House of Black. So like Max Caster's whole shtick is he comes out and he disses people, he tells them what he doesn't like about them. Whereas the whole point of the House of Black is they're meant to be like they hold up a mirror to you and they show you what is wrong about yourself.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be really cool if like this could set Max down like a sort of path of self-doubt where he starts to realize he's like a terrible person.
Tasty getting all philosophical up in his bitch.
maybe he stops rapping for a bit because he realizes that like what he's doing is like causing people harm and stuff like that, and he has to like look within himself, and then he can just come back and like tell Malachi Black he's a spooky bitch and to fuck off or something, and then like they can have a
back up, you spooky bitch.
I do hope they drag this out for a bit because I really want them to do a diss track on the House of Black and then have Brody King like send them balls to the shadow.
Got Faye's harder.
Yes. Face harder. Yeah. So next up, we've got an unsanctioned match: Adam Cole versus Chris Jericho with Sabu as the special guest enforcer.
There's not many factions you can put Sabu into, and the average age goes down.
Oh my god!
Don't worry about it. Tasty, who have you got? Start with you this time.
I mean, Cole's kind of got to win, hasn't he? But I don't know because Jericho just lost, didn't he, to Roddy?
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like this is kind of to elevate Cole more than anything. So they need to be careful if they make him lose.
Yeah, if I say Jericho and I'm hedging my bets here, then I'm either right or I'm happy.
Oh,
so I thought you
were going to say Jericho there, and
Jericho,
I was going to.
No, if I say Jericho wins, and then if Jericho wins, at least I'm right. I get the point. But if Jericho
so you're saying you're going Jericho?
I'm going Chris Judas. Yeah,
Woo!
maybe Sabu turns on Cole. It seems a bit random, doesn't it, for Sabu to just turn up and be like, "Yo, I'm cool now."
Yo, I'm cool now.
I want to say those exact words.
A sentence Sabu's never said in his life.
Gonna say it, it's Double or Nothing. It'll be fine.
I mean, can we have a tiebreaker of how many of Sabu's 3 moves will he botch?
That's the drinking game, mate. Sadly, Aaron won't be there for it.
Oh
no. I'll just send you like retrospectively shots
because he looks like he cleaned Matt Menard's clock when he threw that chair at him on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That Daddy Magic looked legit concussed. So, Aaron, who have you got?
Adam Cole, baby.
Yes, boy.
I think Cole has to win it. It's his first like proper big match back since coming back. Jericho can afford to lose. It's Chris fucking Jericho. If Chris Jericho could win, it would just continue the rivalry. And do we realistically want that? No.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I've gone with Cole too for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Faye, who have you got?
Cole, because I don't want Budge in the Jericho verse. I just don't.
I've got some bad news for you there, mate.
No,
he's already in
it. You better start believing in Jericho verses. You're in one.
Oh, no, I don't want to.
Speaking of verses, next let's go to the Hardy verse because this is still a fucking thing. We've got the Hardy Boys and Hook versus Ethan Page and the Ass Boys. Aaron, let's start with you. Who have you got?
You can tell the fucking Hardys are getting on a bit, eh? Fuck me. I mean, I have to go the Hardys and hit because I don't think Ethan Page and Ass Boys have a chance, to be honest. It's going to be one of these cinematic matches. Is it? Is it?
No, it's just the 6-man tag.
So what's the appeal in the Hardys in the ring then? Fuck me.
If
Don't worry about
if the Hardy Boys and Hook win, then Matt Hardy gets control of Ethan Page's contract. That's the stipulation.
It's a bit rough, a 6-person tag, is it? No way.
Don't worry about
I don't think you can put that stipulation in and have the Hardys lose. So I think the Hardys are easy winners.
Yeah.
It's Jeff's like run since coming back again. So
I think they're gonna try and put a tag title threatening run together, aren't they? So
yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be.
I think we're gonna have the Ass Boys turning on Ethan Page, and like, because like obviously the fame weren't there for them throughout like all like FTR and stuff like that, and it just seems a bit weird that they were like, yeah, we'll do it for like old time's sake. The fame weren't there for like them with FTR.
What's the fame?
I don't know.
So have you got the Hardys and Hook as well, Faye?
I have the Hardys and Hook, yeah.
So that's a clean sweep for the Hardys and Hook for this one. So far, the only different thing is a Tasty going for Jericho.
And that's only because I've gotten inside my own head. And the Jericho verse has infected me, basically.
This is why you write who you decide to win first before you go in a whole conversation about it. I've learned that lesson.
Yeah, I've taught myself into some mischief here. I really have.
Work yourself.
I've worked myself to a shoot.
Okay, next up, we've got the TBS Championship on the line. Jade Cargill versus Taya Valkyrie. Tasty, who have you got?
Taya, it's time.
Ooh.
Away in shite.
What?
If after 2 years of this TBS title run from Jade and Taya Valkyrie is the one to do it, even though you could have had so many better people doing it.
So have you got Jade?
I've got Jade. Taya's not taking this belt.
Ooh.
I also have Jade.
I'm sorry, but MLW literally squished her in the battle riot. She survived 10 seconds because she was fighting the men. So I get it. If MLW don't have faith in you, AEW definitely don't.
I'm actually gonna go with Tasty here and say Taya after that.
A load of shite, man.
I just think they've done it enough where they've protected Jade, like with the whole sort of Road to Valhalla step in the last match, that she can kind of lose this and then come out of it stronger, if that makes sense.
I mean, we've said this for a year now, but if not Taya now, then who?
Chris Statlander.
Again, though, Chris Statlander's in the middle of a recovery of his second year-long injury in a row.
Should have been Athena. Should have been Athena, but it's fine.
Should have been Athena. I'm with you there, mate.
But then we wouldn't have had evil Athena on Ring of Honor, and that's the best Athena.
True.
So.
Yeah,
that's true. Next up on my list, I have Anarchy in the Arena, BCC versus the Elite. Let's start with you, Faye, because I feel like it might be a long answer here.
No. Right.
Do you need us to come back to you?
Yeah, I really do.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. BCC are gonna fucking murder the Elite. I'm going for BCC on this one.
Ooh.
I think the difference maker here is punished Hangman.
Punished by
as Buck from Ice Age with that eye patch.
I think Hanger's going to do something. I think Hanger's going to do something like deplorable that's going to give Kenny like legitimate concerns.
So you're going.
I think it's the BCC.
I think Hangman's going to have this year's Eddie Kingston tries to burn Chris Jericho alive moment.
Yeah, and how did that work
So
for the
sad.
BCC last year?
Yeah, it's because Brian Danielson was being an amateur, mate. So
Whoa.
if he'd just
So,
been cool, if he'd just been cool and let Eddie Kingston set him on fire, then they would have won.
are you going for? Are you going for the Elite Tasty?
I don't think you can blow
No.
that moment on a loss that they had on like last week's Dynamite.
Aaron,
I am with Tasty because you was there to
Woo!
take the pin.
Yeah, Uther is there.
I am
Oh,
willing.
did you see what he did? Did you see
I
what
am-
happened?
Yeah,
I am willing to bet 20 quid against anyone that Wheeler Yuta is taking that pin.
because they already started the storyline by having Claudio and Mox like slap him around after he got pinned the
Yeah.
other night, didn't they? So
I think Mox is going to get his revenge on Hangman for hanging him.
Ah,
Personally.
I
That's
think
mine.
I think there's going to be too much miscommunication between the Elite. I don't think the trust is there yet. I
Anything-
don't think you should let Nat know that I chose the BCC until
I mean-
after I watched Double or Nothing.
She might watch this before she sees you. On her birthday as well, Faye. Fucking hell. Next up, we've got the Women's Championship. Jamie Hayter defending against Tony Storm. Aaron, who have you got?
Jamie hater because Tony Storm's a cunt.
okay, can I offer a counterpoint and say Tony Storm because Jamie Hayter's injured?
Nah,
Yeah.
Tony Storm's a cunt in real life though. So
I have got the fear now that I've picked both women's belts to switch, which makes me a little concerned. But
I'm going to go with Hayter to retain, personally.
is that because Tony Storm's a cunt, Jay?
No, I just think they're going
No?
to keep. I just think they're going to keep the belt on Hayter till All In.
is that you think or you want?
Yes. Faye, who did you have?
I have Tony Storm because she's injured. Because Jamie's injured. I don't want Jamie to lose it. But I could see Jamie winning it back at All In. I don't even want I don't even want Tony to be the one that Jamie drops it to.
I don't think they're gonna let Tony win it because if anyone's gonna win it in that group, it's gonna be Saraya, innit? Let's be fucking honest.
That's true. That's very true. That's the other thinking I had. Next up, we've got the Blackjack Battle Royal. Orange Cassidy defending the International Championship.
Do you want the positions? I've got them right here. If you want them.
So have I. But if you want to read them
good.
out, you can do.
Go on. All right then. Your boy Ricky Starks, the Butcher, the Blade, Bandito, Commander, Lee Moriarty, Big Bill, Davari, Tony Nese, Chuck Taylor, Trent Barretta, Kip Sabian, Phoenix, Penta, Swerve, Brian Cage, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Keith Lee, and Dustin Rhodes.
Thanks, mate. All right. Well, now you've read them out. Who have you got?
I think Orange keeps it here. I think this is his last hurrah. This is the final effort. This is the last of his strength, and then I think someone, maybe Kyle Fletcher, just comes along and picks up the pieces in a week or two.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think the fact that if the best friends win in this, I would have said Orange loses, but I think the best friends are going to basically protect Orange till right near the end.
Chuck's gonna die for his boy.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to like Kip and the Butcher and the Blade against best friends and Orange, and like Orange is going to end up having to fight off the three of them, like in a 3 versus 1.
It's fascinating though, isn't it? Because like it's like a Royal Rumble, but the winner gets a belt, but the champion's in the Rumble. Like when does he come in? Is he
Imagine if
first? Is he
Orange
last?
gets wiped out straight away.
Yeah.
And it's the awful ruling of blackjack as well, so it's gonna be in like clumps.
No, that's no, it's not like that. That's the
Is it
casino
not?
battle royal. No,
Oh, okay.
that's the casino battle royal. This is just, from what I can gather, just a regular battle royal.
So why 21
Do we
then?
not have
Why
a
isn't
joke?
it?
Because 21's what you're trying to hit in blackjack.
Yeah.
It's the highest score is 21 without going over.
Faye, who have you got?
Whereas
Swerve. Oh, and Aaron.
I have went orange.
You've gone Orange.
I wanted to put Jay White, but I couldn't do it.
I almost put Jay White.
I couldn't do it.
I
know
almost-
Ricky Starks is gonna screw him over, so
Well, that's the thing. I was looking at who's involved and like who's feuding with who, and I felt like Swerve and Swerve and Cage and Keith Lee and Dustin are going to cancel each other out. As our best friends are going to just protect Orange, and then.
But the thing is, though, Swerve's got a history of fucking being a little shit in battle royals.
Yeah, but Keith's going to pounce him so fucking far out of that ring that he's going to like go into like a mild orbit.
I think I'm just choosing Swerve because I want Swerve to win it.
I almost
Swerve to have a belt.
I almost went for Ricky Starks because I thought they might do that and then have Jay and Ricky feud for it. And it's an easy way to kind of get the belt over to that program. But I do think best friends are in there to protect Orange. And then whoever Orange's next challenger is probably going to be the person to take it off him. Although is this Orange's 21st title defense as well?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
No, I'm going to stick with Orange. Next up, we've got the tag team titles on the line. It's FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. Aaron.
It's fucking his world. It's his world.
Yeah!
He is in charge of the fucking touring. It's his world. He sneaked his way into a good job in that company. He's putting a title around his own waist.
So you're going for Triple J?
It's going Triple J, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone did because I'm too much of a coward.
It's his world. Never bet against Jeff Jarrett.
Tasty, who have you got?
No, FTR. Obviously, they're not going to drop the belts that quickly unless we'll put the belt on you if you sign, and then it's like Swerve.
Mate,
no.
Have you watched Jeff Jarrett's career at any point?
you watched TNA when it was happening. You know that's bullshit.
So I want to bring up two things I really enjoyed from this week's Dynamite. One is Dax saying that Jeff Jarrett broke 1,000 guitars and never drew a dime, effectively.
I thought that promo will pop you.
And
was the other Mark Briscoe slapping the taste out of Jarrett's mouth?
Just slapping Jarrett silly on the ramp, just like beating him to the floor. It was so good.
After he just shoved Karen Jarrett off him as well. Like, move.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Like, yeah, just going fully upside Jeff's head. It was incredible.
And Faye, who have you got?
FTR, because I cannot have a world where Jarrett wins.
You can because it's his world.
You can. It's Jeff Jarrett's world.
His world. Oh no!
It's my world. Let's not sing that before we get copyright striked out the arse. Next up, we've got a ladder match: Christian Cage versus Wardlow. Faye, who have you got?
Christian.
Yeah, I'm thinking that myself. Why
stop the habit a lifetime? Hot potato that motherfucker right into Christian, and then he can go on to defend it, owning his wrestlers whose dads are dead.
Yeah. So have you got Christian?
Yeah.
I too have Christian.
Otherwise, what's the fucking point of the whole Luchasaurus thing?
True. Aaron, who have you got?
So, it's Christian.
Christian.
It was just the music from like '03. I don't know if he's got that, but
yeah,
without saying his name, obviously. But
fucking hell.
It was such a shit way he did.
Yeah, because you like
I just said it.
You cut off at the start of it as well, so you're just thinking like, oh, what? Yeah. I think Christian makes the most sense. Watch Wardlow retain now. Now we've said that.
I know.
And finally, the main event, the fatal four-way of the four pillars. Are you excited for the four pillars, Aaron?
Jeff Jarrett's actually. We've already spoke about that match, mate.
What the four pillars?
The main event.
Oh, sorry.
Jeff Jarrett is all the four
pillars. Jeff Jarrett is always the main event, and you know it.
Jeff Jarrett.
Whether you like it or not.
Jeff Jarrett would definitely try and politic his way into making the tag titles the main events. He'll be in Tony Khan's ear right now. So go on. Who have you got them for the four pillars?
Our mate Maxwell, eh?
Yeah, I don't think Max loses here.
Doesn't even want to take a photo with me. It's disgusting.
Did you call him a peasant?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I can't see MJF losing in this.
Yeah.
In my eyes, Sammy and Jungle Boy don't really have a chance at all. Darby's got a very fine chance, but MJF, I can't see him losing in a fatal 4-way. It's going to be CM Punk again, isn't it? We don't want this.
What's that, Aaron? You want a collision to happen? Okay. Yeah, I've gone with MJF too. I think he's holding that until January because of the bidding war of 2024.
That's 24, yeah.
Tasty?
Yeah, I mean, did anyone really give anyone else a chance here? MJF's going to win.
As I said, I think the slimmest chance you've got, like the most possible, is Darby. But
if Tony Khan does like too much tooth, like 5 minutes before the show, you know,
Darby just drugs him before the show.
I think MJF threatens to buy a plane ticket before the show.
I think the purpose of this match is more a case of put those three like up to the main event and like show everybody that they belong there, as opposed to put the belt on them. I think this is like to set the groundwork for something that's going to happen much further down the line. It's like legitimize them all now and put them on that like main event level, associate them with MJF, and like have them challenge for the title. But obviously MJF wins, so because you'd be a fucking lunatic to put the belt on either of these three, because none of them are ready just yet.
Yeah, and it will feel like everything up until this point of MJF was to just lose it now. It just feel like it was for nothing.
I mean, if Bryan Danielson can't get it done in a fucking Iron Man match, then like in kayfabe, what fucking chance have any of these three dickheads got? You know.
Yeah. So Faye, have you got MJF as well?
MJF as well, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
I do like all three of these lads. By the way, I'm not calling them dickheads disparagingly. I'm just saying, like, you know, in terms of power level, they're not Danielson, are they?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's not an amateur. Well, yeah, that has been our predictions for Double or Nothing. We aren't doing any watch along, are we? We're just going to watch it. But join us on our Discord if you want to come and chat about it. At Untitled. Come Tuesday. Yeah, Untitled Wrestling Podcast on.
So I'm just checking Twitter to make sure another matches. I wonder what we've been doing.
Yeah. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Untitled Wrestling Podcast.
Thanks, Aaron.
Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. Untitled Dress Pod, all one word. I'm so good at this.
How many NXT reviews did it take you to remember that, Aaron?
It's distinct in my brain now.
Just embedded in his brain.
Yeah, it's just done now. It's permanently there.
Have no other matches been announced?
No, you're safe for now.
No.
Right.
Good.
Tony, they have just dropped the new Bullet Club Gold T-shirt though, and that's fucking fire.
Ooh. Tony's
TLP's one.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't just say Bang Bang Gang.
I don't want it to.
Tony's sticking to the parameters of fantasy booking or AEW that I put out. Then that's good to know. Which, by the way, you can check out on YouTube. I'll probably have that as the linked playlist. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Let us know your predictions in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.